Salutations everyone, and welcome to my For Glory guide with the Curbmeister himself, Kirby, one of the greatest video game characters and most adorable as well in video game history. And in Smash 4, he is as powerful as he's ever been. He's been given a lot of buffs, a little bit in the nerf factory as well. Like for instance, his feet are smaller, so any of his feet-based attacks have a little less reach. But overall, his combo potential has gone up, his kill power has gone up, and his ability to rack up damage has gone up. And there's one of the attack changes he has, which is the forward special, the hammer of sorts. It's like DDDs in that you can charge it. They're pretty much identical, actually. I don't know if there's actually any difference between DDD and Kirby's hammer outside of the animation, but it's I really haven't found out a good way to use it. It's just a little too slow. I mean, it'll hit hard, so on a good read on anyone who's got predictable recovery like Fox, it's going to be useful. And ran out of jumps there, had to up special, and just not enough clearance to make it back, because you have to be looking at the stage to ledge grab. Otherwise, you're gonna have to be, pretty high up in order to still get it. And there he is, Fox with the predictable recovery. Most Foxes and Falcos will side B to get back to the stage horizontally, and they won't go for ledge grabs very often because they feel like the side special is super duper safe, which usually it is. And Firefox, pretty much the same distance covered, and they both have some easy ending lag, very punishable, so hammer can help out in such instances as those. But Kirby, the pink ball that can destroy the universe in one single gulp, is pretty darn good this time around. All of his smash attacks kill except for down smash. I don't think kills. I didn't really test it though. It's an okay down smash, but down special will kill now, but it's just way too laggy and way too punishable for me to say that you should pretty much use it ever. Only when it's like super safe, or if you can cancel it mid-air and mix up your recovery options, is where I feel it. That is a useful move. Otherwise, forward smash is fast, and it's he takes a leap forward, so it has a little bit more range than your other typical smash attack, so it should be taking some opponents by surprise. His jab combo has changed. It now has a nice little finisher with some decent knockback. It won't kill, but it's hard for people to DI out of. It can be done, but see, there is about the limit that you can go with Kirby and still be able to recover with a ledge grab on the up special, which also has changed in that the blade does more damage, but the wave going after the blade does less damage and has less range. Other than that, Kirby's attacks are pretty much the same. His combo potential really isn't in certain attack patterns, but just in stringing your attacks together with dash attack, down tilt, up tilt, forward tilt, neutral air, forward air, down air, and then all your throws. You can pretty much do any of those at any time, one after another. And his grabs are very, very fast. You'll often not even see the grab animation. It'll just go right into the throw animation. So it's very, very good throws. Down throw is your damage guy. Sets up for a lot of combos, and you can link that into a number of things. Up throw is your kill move, as always. I don't think its potency has been increased a lot, but it's still fairly useful. And all of his throws will be good for getting people off the stage. His back throw and forward throw aren't really that useful. If you need to get someone off the stage to the right, down throw will launch them off to the right, and up throw will as well, but with a little bit more vertical clearance. And there, as you can see, I absorbed the Wii Trainer's attack, which is not something I see very many Kirby players do. It's an attack that's just up for grabs. It's a free attack that you can take. Absorbing does 11 damage by itself. You can use it to shoot them against the stage. If you're off stage, you can absorb them, then shoot them right into the stage. And if they don't tech and they're at high percents, that could really screw them up. And I just find that, especially with characters, or with opponents rather, that have really, really good neutral attacks, such as Ganondorf here with the Warlock Punch. It's a free attack that you could take for yourself. It's there, take it. If your opponent has a useful neutral special, just take it, because that's an awesome attack that you have at your disposal that you're just letting waste away. And, you know, even without, you know, absorbing an attack, you can still do damage outside of that as well. So I don't know why very many Kirby players don't do the absorption technique, but it's definitely useful, you know, depending on what your opponent's neutral special is. And as far as Kirby as a character as a whole, he's pretty fun. He was one of my considerations to be one of my mains. He was really good in the 3DS, but I haven't felt really the same on the Wii U version. I haven't felt as dominant with Kirby as I did on the 3DS. His air game is spectacular. Neutral air, very good, very fast. Forward air can combo into itself a couple times. Down air is amazing, and the last hit is a meteor spike, which meteors very, very early. So definitely that is your best off-stage move, and back air would be your second best useful, most useful off-stage move. It can kill. It's kind of like Jigglypuff's old back air, so you could, you know, pretend that you're Jigglypuff for a little bit. It doesn't have as much utility as you know, Jigglypuff's forward air or back air. But it is definitely useful and a kill move, and if for anything else, just straight up damage. And other than that, Kirby is a character that I don't really see very many people play, and people tend to play him not very carefully. See, as you can see right there, the down air spikes, just so very good with the Ganondorf. And here's my my throwaway joke game on this fox who gets absolutely wrecked. Obviously, he has some recovery issues, but this guy's movement was a little bit better than other people that have almost got a perfect double stock on. This guy almost got no damage on me, but he's able to get in a cheap laser and one animation of the down air later. And if I would have down aired him a second time, he totally would have been dead, and that would have been a nice 30-second game. But, you know, you gotta give him a little bit of credit here. So I was just you know, in the groove with Kirby, pink floaty balls. I mean, I'm not gonna say they all look alike, but they share some similarities in their floatiness and their easy ability to be killed. And you know, Kirby is definitely no exception. Jigglypuff is the easiest guy to kill in the game, and Kirby is not too far away from Jigglypuff's squishiness. But you know, with his floaty mechanics and how fast he is, he's a super fast character. You're not going to be taking a whole lot of damage. His roll is very good. His air dodge is very fast, and since he's a floaty character, you can air dodge multiple times. And that fox just went to wrecked town. Here I am trying to go up against a pretty good Peach here. Peaches are something that some characters really struggle against. Other characters, you know, that's not really a bad matchup. And Kirby's one of those characters that doesn't have bad matchups from what I've experienced. So one of the reasons why I was, you know, thinking about using him as a main, but with my experience with him on the Wii U not being as amazing as he was on the 3DS in comparison to how, you know, other characters have been benefiting more from being able to use a GameCube controller and the C-Stick and all that good stuff. Kirby's still a good character. I like him a lot. I definitely like using him, but I just aren't performing as well with him as it did with Captain Falcon or Link or even Jigglypuff. So I don't think he'll be in my main consideration. So I only have a couple more characters to go through as far as characters that I was thinking about maining. Sheik and Zero Suit being the other two, although I've seen a lot of Zero Suits. Even though I know Sheik is like really up there in the tier list, I still want to give her a try because I loved her so much in Melee, and she was a character that I used a lot. But Kirby in this game is much more fun than he ever was before. He's very, very fast. Not a lot of, you know, true combos, but good chain combo potential just about how fast his attacks are, and just how there's not a lot of ending lag on all of them. Neutral air, forward air, down air, up air, all do very well. Kill that bitch with the hammer. It's a very, very risky move here with the hammer. I haven't found a whole lot of ways to utilize it. At first, I really, really liked the new hammer, his new forward special, as opposed to this old one. just because of the amount of damage that it can do, and it just seemed to have more uses. But now that I've used it more often, I don't know. I don't know if I like it better than the good old fast, kind of useless forward special that was just good for getting, I don't know, a little bit of extra reach while in the air. So, I don't know. I think they could have done something different, something a little bit more useful than both his old forward special hammer and his new chargeable hammer. But the chargeable hammer is good at punishing bitches, so there's always that. And there, Peach knocks her crown right off of me. That was a little mean, but I'm gonna see what I can do since we are both at high percents. We're both, oh, almost died there. She thought she had me with the taunts, but no sir. Kirby is no slouch. She's got jumps for days, and almost killed me again. But you know what's gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen. It's MC Hammer time as she comes up, and I'm just like, get her done, bitch. So very satisfying to get 2 hammer kills. And very, very risky move, would not recommend it. And the down special is another very risky move, just way too laggy, way too many people spam it, and it's just super punishable. It's a high risk, low reward attack. But that's Kirby. He's fast, he's fun, he's cute and adorable, and a fun character. Definitely better in this game than he has been in previous Smash iterations. So that is it for Kirby. Next week will be Sonic, and let me know who you'd like to see me use after that.